mine. I'm talking Payoneer, net spin, Venmo, stash. Too many ways for you to run my cash.
Check reparation, 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 check reparation.
Well, if you talking compensation, it's about that time. You get everybody.
Blessed risings, good afternoon, or good evening. Depending on where in the world you are tapping in from, you got to keep in mind that Keep It P podcast is a global show, and today we will be discussing former police officer accused of trafficking drugs, including LSD, in Stanley County. We'll be talking about that and more when we return from these brief messages on this episode of PCP Gone Wild. Welcome back. This is the Keep It P podcast, where we take news, situations, and everyday occurrences and show how one could or cannot be keeping it P. We got all these good apples out here running amok. These race soldiers doing whatever they want to. It's training day in real life. I'm out here blowing trees, running red lights, doing whatever I want to. You can't tell me what to do. All these alleged Hell's Angels and motorcycle gangs infiltrating white supremacists, infiltrating. And it's not even really infiltrating because that's where they come from. So you can't infiltrate something that's already started out a way. You come from slave patrol, where you're still out there patrolling the slaves. Fair use up around here, these parts. You know they be hating. So fair use, get that through your algorithm head right there. Fair use. I'm saying it. I'm showing it. It is on the screen. I have repeated it multiple times there, boob tube. So I don't want none of your mess. I was going to read it, but let these folks tell you about their privilege and how these good apples, supposedly, it's only a couple bad apples. Nah, it's the whole barrel. You ain't never heard of a couple bad apples will spoil a bunch? I'm sure you have.
County say that they busted this former police officer with a lot of drugs. She had LSD, cocaine, and marijuana. They think she was selling it. Channel 9's Genevieve Curtis covers Stanley County, and she learned the suspect was once trusted to protect and serve people in 2 local towns.
When she was a police officer for Locust and Oakboro, Rachel Armstrong used to bring people to the Stanley County jail. But now she's here on a $2 million bond, accused of being a drug dealer.
These people don't need to be out on the street.
Stanley County Sheriff Jeff Crisco says deputies
Look at you, see it right there.
In a car behind this church in Oakboro,
like she was selling some
around
poo-poo
midnight
too.
on Saturday. He says Armstrong, a former police officer, tried to use her old position for favorable treatment.
It's my understanding she was in there to be in law enforcement. I can promise you that work here.
After searching the car, Crisco says deputies uncovered 678 doses of LSD. 73
she
doses
got
of
all the
Xanax,
dope.
63 doses of Adderall, 49 doses of hydrocodone, 81 grams of cocaine, and 5 ounces of marijuana. The
You didn't
pair now
save no
faces
dope
a
for no
dozen
one
charges
else.
related to drug trafficking and carrying a concealed gun. To Crisco, the massive
They
amount
like that
of
messy grunge
LSD
look.
stands out.
I can't remember somebody having that amount of dosage units.
She had the gun and
That's
she's
definitely bigger
alive?
amounts.
These two individuals would be big-time players in the LSD game then?
One could assume so,
Wow.
yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
The size of this
Big
buzz
time
wasn't the only
players.
thing that got his attention.
I was shocked.
Shocked because he told me he remembers a young Rachel Armstrong eager to become a police officer who rode along with him more than 13 years ago when he was a Locust police officer. Armstrong also had a brief stint in Oakboro.
Whole lot of males
She was employed
playing.
part from 2006 to 2007 before she resigned and had no disciplinary issues.
I would have never thought this.
And the sheriff tells me that they've also had the narcotics unit open an investigation into the pair and their activity here in the county. Eyewitness News.
With Allegra.
What did we learn here today, boys and girls? You heard it. You seen it. You heard it with your own eyes. We ain't trying to tell you what to think. Trying to show you how to think. Shout out Jay Lava. Hello, McFlizzle. I see something done happen with the audio. IT, you got me? As long as you got me, IT. As long as you got me. You know how BoobTube tries to do. But I ain't gonna hold you. I'm just gonna mold you, fold you, and scold you about being off code. As always, we leave you with 4 words, and that's love, peace. You love this piece. Sometimes you need this piece to get this piece. Blessings. Be a blessing. Receive a blessing. Give a blessing. Aloha. Out the Doha for show high. And we got to go high. Love y'all. Big brother.